chosen ones. You have done the impossible, and now they are silently watching you. There is a quiet moment that arrives after a long season of struggle, a moment where heaven feels close and your heart begins to understand that God never left your side. You walked through days that felt too heavy to carry, nights that seemed endless, and battles that no one else could see. Yet here you are, still standing, still believing, still breathing in the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ. This is not by chance, this is not by luck. This is the gentle, powerful hand of God, guiding you through what once seemed impossible. Type Amen if you believe. The world may not fully understand the depth of what you have overcome. People may only see the surface, the calm face, the quiet strength. They do not see the tears you cried in silence, or the prayers you whispered when your voice was barely strong enough to speak. But God saw everything. He heard every word, even the ones you could not say out loud. He held you in moments when you felt like falling apart. He strengthened you when your spirit felt weak. And now, as you stand in this new place, there are eyes watching, not always with understanding, but with a quiet awareness that something within you has changed. Within your heart, there is a new light. It is not loud or demanding. It is soft, steady, and filled with peace. That light is the presence of God working in you. It is the love of Jesus shaping your thoughts, your actions, and your spirit. You did not arrive here by your own strength alone. You were carried, guided, and protected through every step. Even when you felt alone, you were never truly alone. Take a moment right now to gently show your support by liking the video and subscribing to this channel, allowing this light to reach someone else who may be walking through a difficult season. There is something sacred about the way God works in silence. He does not always announce his plans in grand ways. Sometimes he moves quietly within your life, changing your heart, building your strength, and preparing you for something greater. Others begin to notice this change. They may not speak about it openly, but they see the difference. They see the peace in your eyes, the calm in your spirit, and the strength in your presence. Some of those watching may feel inspired. They may wonder how you found your way through such darkness. They may begin to seek the same peace that you carry. Others may feel confused or distant, unsure of how to understand what God has done in your life. But this is not your burden to carry. Your role is not to explain everything. Your role is to continue walking in faith, trusting that God is using your journey for a purpose far greater than what you can see. There were times when giving up felt easier than continuing forward. There were moments when the weight of life pressed so heavily on your soul that you questioned how much more you could endure. Yet, in those moments, something within you refused to let go. That something was not just your own will, it was the Spirit of God within you, gently reminding you that your story was not finished. Type 777 if you trust Jesus. Now you stand in a place that once felt unreachable. The obstacles that once blocked your path have been moved. The fears that once held you back have lost their power. The pain that once defined your days has been transformed into strength. This is what happens when God moves in your life. He does not simply remove your struggles. He transforms them into something meaningful. He turns your pain into purpose. He shapes your wounds into wisdom. Those who are watching you may not fully understand this transformation, but they feel it. There is a quiet respect that begins to grow. There is a silent acknowledgement that something divine has taken place. You do not need to seek their approval. You do not need to prove anything. God has already done the work within you, and that is enough. As you continue forward, remember that this is not the end of your journey. This is a new beginning. God is still working in your life. He is still guiding your steps. He is still shaping your path. The same love that carried you through your hardest moments will continue to lead you into new seasons of growth and purpose. Stay close to Him, keep your heart open, let His peace guide you in every step you take. Even when the world feels uncertain, His love remains steady. Even when others watch from a distance, His presence stays near. You are not defined by what others see. You are defined by the love of God that lives within you. There is something beautiful about a soul that has been through deep trials and still chooses faith. There is something powerful about a heart that has been broken and still chooses love. This is who you are becoming. This is what God is shaping within you. And as you continue to walk in this light, you will begin to see that your journey is not just about you. It is about the lives you will touch, the hope you will bring, and the love you will share. The Lord Jesus Christ has shaped something within you that cannot be shaken easily. It is not just endurance, it is a living faith that has been tested and refined. The path you walked was not easy. There were days when every step felt heavy. There were moments when your heart felt tired beyond words. Yet you kept moving, not always with confidence, but with a quiet trust that God would not let you fall. That trust became your anchor. It held you steady when everything around you felt uncertain. It whispered peace into your spirit when fear tried to take control. What if wealth was never about chance, but about a hidden brain signal that stayed buried in classified records? This powerful frequency is now opening doors, attracting fresh opportunities, and transforming lives quickly. Thousands are already using it to bring prosperity into their lives in ways they never imagined possible. Click the link in the description and comments now and turn on the money-attracting brainwave today. Now, there is a noticeable shift. The same people who once overlooked your struggles now observe your strength. They may not speak it aloud, but they see it. They notice the peace that rests on your face. They notice the calm way you carry yourself. They see that something within you has changed in a way that cannot be explained by human effort alone. This is the work of God. This is the quiet evidence of His presence in your life. Type 1111 if you trust in God. There is no need to feel uneasy about being seen. This is not about pride or recognition. This is about the light of God shining through you. When Jesus works within a person, that transformation becomes visible. It cannot be hidden forever. It shows in your kindness. It shows in your patience. It shows in the way you respond to life with grace instead of fear. You have reached a place where your spirit is no longer controlled by what once hurt you. The pain that once felt overwhelming has softened. It no longer holds the same power. God did not erase your past, but He healed your heart in a way that allows you to move forward without being chained to it. That healing is sacred. It is a gift that only comes through His love. There is also a deeper awareness growing within you. You begin to recognize that every trial had a purpose. Every moment of confusion, every tear, every silent prayer was part of something greater. God was not absent during those times. He was working quietly, shaping your character, strengthening your faith, and preparing you for this very moment. Those who watch from a distance may feel a mix of emotions. Some may feel inspired by your strength. They may see hope in your journey. Others may feel unsure, unable to fully understand what has changed within you. But this is not something that needs explanation. The work of God is often beyond human understanding. It is something that is felt more than it is explained. You are now walking in a new season, one that requires a different kind of faith. This is not the faith that holds on during hardship. This is the faith that moves forward with confidence, knowing that God has already proven His faithfulness in your life. This is the faith that allows you to step into new opportunities without fear, because you know you are not walking alone. There is a quiet joy that begins to grow within you. It is not dependent on circumstances. It does not disappear when challenges arise. It is steady and consistent, rooted in your relationship with God. This joy becomes a source of strength. It carries you through each day with a sense of peace that the world cannot take away. Type yes to affirm. The journey ahead will still have its challenges. Life does not become perfect after one season of victory, but something within you has changed. You are no longer the same person who faced those earlier struggles. You have been strengthened. You have been renewed. You have been guided by the hand of God, and that guidance continues. As you move forward, there is a gentle reminder that your story is still unfolding. God is not finished with you. The same love that carried you through your hardest days will continue to guide you into new seasons. There will be moments of growth, moments of learning, and moments where your faith will deepen even further. The people who are watching may not always understand the path you take. They may not see the quiet conversations you have with God. They may not feel the peace that fills your heart, but that is not necessary. Your journey is personal. It is a relationship between you and the Lord. It is a sacred connection that does not need validation from others. There is beauty in the way God restores a soul. He does not rush the process. He takes his time, carefully healing every broken place, gently strengthening every weak area, and lovingly guiding you into wholeness. This is what you have experienced. This is what continues to unfold within you. You may notice that your perspective on life has changed. Things that once felt important no longer hold the same weight. You find yourself valuing peace over conflict, love over bitterness, and faith over fear. This shift is not something you forced. It is the natural result of God working within your heart. As others watch, they begin to see this difference. They see a calmness that cannot be shaken easily. They see a strength that does not come from pride, but from humility. They see a light that does not fade, even in difficult moments. This is the reflection of Jesus in your life. It is the evidence of his presence within you. Continue to walk in this light. Do not allow doubt to creep in. Do not let fear take hold of your thoughts. Remember what God has already done for you. Remember how he carried you through moments that once felt impossible. That same power is still at work in your life. There is a purpose in everything you have experienced. It is not just about overcoming challenges. It is about becoming who God created you to be. It is about stepping into a life that reflects his love, his grace, and his truth. You are not walking this path alone. Jesus walks with you every step of the way. Let your heart remain open to his guidance. Let your spirit stay connected to his presence. Trust that he is leading you exactly where you need to go. Even when the path is unclear, his direction is sure. Even when the future feels uncertain, his plan remains steady. People who are silently watching you may not understand the depth of your transformation, but they can feel it. There is something different in the way you move through life now. There is a softness in your spirit, yet a firmness in your faith. You are no longer easily shaken. You are no longer easily pulled into fear or doubt. This is not because life has become easier. It is because God has made you stronger. Type 1-2-1-2 if you walk by faith. Inside your mind is a small region connected to achievement and abundance, once concealed within restricted research and classified documents. This newly disclosed frequency is helping people replace financial pressure with calm and balance, and God has guided you to encounter this at just the right time. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. There was a time when you felt overlooked, unseen, and perhaps even forgotten. You may have wondered if your prayers were reaching heaven, You may have questioned whether your efforts mattered, but God was working in those quiet moments. He was shaping your heart in ways that could not happen in comfort. He was teaching you to rely on Him fully, not just in words, but in truth. Now, as you stand in this new place, there is a sense of peace that surrounds you. It is not loud or overwhelming, it is steady and comforting. This peace is a gift from God. It is the result of trusting Him when everything felt uncertain. It is the reward of staying faithful even when you did not see immediate results. Those who watch from a distance may begin to reflect on their own lives. They may see your journey and feel a quiet stirring within their hearts. They may begin to seek something deeper, something real, something that goes beyond what the world offers. Your life becomes a silent testimony of God's goodness. It becomes a reflection of His love and His power to restore. There is no need to explain every detail of your journey. The work of God in your life speaks for itself. It is seen in your patience. It is seen in your kindness. It is seen in the way you carry yourself with quiet confidence. This is not about perfection. It is about transformation. Type 1919 to receive miracles. As you continue forward, there is a gentle reminder to stay grounded in your faith. The same God who brought you through your hardest moments is still guiding you today. He is still working behind the scenes. He is still preparing you for what lies ahead. There is no need to rush or force anything. His timing is perfect, and His plans are always filled with purpose. There is also a deeper understanding growing within you. You begin to see that your struggles were not wasted. They were part of a greater plan. They were moments that shaped your character, strengthened your spirit, and brought you closer to God. Without those moments, you would not be who you are today. You may also notice a shift in your relationships. Some people may grow closer to you, drawn by the peace and strength they see in your life. Others may become distant, unsure of how to connect with the new version of you. This is a natural part of growth. Not everyone is meant to walk with you in every season. God gently guides people in and out of your life according to His purpose. There is no need to hold on to what no longer aligns with your journey. Trust that God is leading you in the right direction. Trust that every change is part of His plan. Even when it feels uncertain, His guidance remains steady. The silence of those who watch you is not something to fear. It is often a sign of reflection. They are observing, learning, and trying to understand the change they see in you. Your life has become a quiet example of what it means to walk with God. It shows that even in the darkest moments, there is hope. Even in the hardest seasons, there is a way forward. There is a beautiful truth in knowing that you did not reach this place by your own strength. You were carried by grace. You were supported by love. You were guided by the presence of Jesus every step of the way. This understanding keeps your heart humble. It reminds you to stay connected to God, to continue seeking His guidance, and to remain open to His work in your life. As you move into this new season, there is a sense of purpose that begins to grow. You start to see opportunities to share love, to offer encouragement, and to be a light to others. This is not something you need to force. It flows naturally from the work God has done within you. Your words carry more meaning now. Your actions reflect a deeper understanding. Your presence brings a sense of peace to those around you. This is the quiet influence of a life rooted in faith. It is not about being noticed. It is about being aligned with God's purpose. There will still be moments of challenge ahead. Life will continue to bring situations that test your patience and your faith. But you are not the same person who once faced those challenges. You are stronger now. You are more grounded. You are more aware of God's presence in your life. When difficulties arise, you will respond differently. Instead of fear, there will be trust. Instead of confusion, there will be a quiet confidence that God is in control. This does not mean you will never feel uncertainty. It means that even in uncertainty, your faith remains steady. The people who are watching may continue to observe from a distance. Some may eventually come closer, drawn by the peace they see in you. Others may remain silent, choosing to watch rather than engage. Both are part of your journey. Both serve a purpose. You are not called to change their perception. You are called to continue walking in truth. You are called to stay faithful, to remain grounded, and to trust in God's plan. Your life is not meant to impress others. It is meant to reflect the love of Jesus. There is a quiet beauty in a life that is surrendered to God. It is not filled with constant noise or attention. It is filled with peace, purpose, and a deep sense of connection to something greater. This is what you are experiencing now. You have come through a season that once felt impossible. You have grown in ways you did not expect. You have been shaped by experiences that have deepened your faith. And now, as others watch, your life stands as a quiet reminder that God is real, that His love is powerful, and that His presence can transform even the most difficult situations. Continue to walk forward with confidence. Keep your heart open to God's guidance. Trust that He is leading you exactly where you need to go. There is more ahead, more growth, more purpose, and more opportunities to experience His love in new ways. A little-known 7-second morning habit that was once confined to CIA documents is now resurfacing in public view, and people are already noticing rapid financial improvements. It only takes a few seconds to do, yet it activates a dormant wealth center in the brain that most individuals never tap into. Click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it disappears. The strength you now carry is not loud. It does not seek attention. It rests quietly within you, steady and unshaken. This strength was built in moments when no one was watching. It was formed in your silent prayers, in your tears, and in your decision to trust God even when you did not understand what He was doing. That is why it cannot be easily taken away. It is rooted in something eternal. Type 222 to claim miracles. There is something deeply moving about the way God restores a person. He does not simply fix what is broken on the surface. He reaches into the hidden places of the heart. He heals wounds that were never spoken about. He brings peace to areas that once felt heavy and overwhelming. This kind of restoration takes time, and you have allowed Him to work within you with patience. Now, the quiet watchers around you begin to notice a difference that they cannot ignore. It is not just in your words, it is in your presence. There is a calmness that follows you. There is a gentleness in the way you respond to life. You no longer react with fear or frustration as you once did. Instead, there is a sense of peace that guides your actions. Some of those watching may feel drawn to this peace. They may not know how to express it, but they feel something within them shift when they observe your life. Others may feel uncertain, unsure of how to approach you, or understand what has changed. This is natural. The work of God often creates a quiet distance between who you were and who you have become. There is no need to adjust yourself to make others comfortable. God did not bring you this far for you to return to old ways of thinking or living. He has called you into a new level of understanding, a deeper connection with Him that shapes every part of your life. This connection is sacred. It is something to protect and nurture. Type 1010 if you agree. As you continue forward, you may begin to notice that your desires are changing. Things that once seemed important may no longer hold the same value. You are drawn to peace, to truth, and to the quiet presence of God. This is not a loss. It is a transformation. It is God aligning your heart with His purpose. There is also a new sense of clarity growing within you. You begin to see situations differently. You understand people with more compassion. You respond with patience instead of frustration. This clarity is a gift from God. It allows you to move through life with wisdom and grace. The journey you have walked has given you a depth that cannot be taught. It has given you an understanding that comes only through experience. You know what it feels like to struggle. You know what it means to wait. You understand the value of faith in moments when everything feels uncertain. This depth becomes a quiet strength that guides you. Those who watch may not fully understand this depth, but they can feel it. They see a stability in you that was not there before. They see a calmness that does not easily fade. This is not something that can be imitated. It is the result of a real and personal journey with God. There is also a growing awareness within you that your life has purpose beyond your own experiences. You begin to sense that your journey is meant to touch others in ways you may not always see. Your presence alone can bring comfort. Your words can bring encouragement. Your actions can reflect the love of Jesus in a way that reaches hearts quietly. This is not something that requires effort or planning. It flows naturally from the work God has done within you. When your heart is aligned with Him, your life becomes a reflection of His love. It is not about being perfect. It is about being genuine and open to His guidance. There will be moments when the path ahead feels unclear. Even in this new season, there may be times of uncertainty. But the difference now is how you respond to those moments. You no longer feel overwhelmed in the same way. You carry a quiet trust that God is guiding you, even when you cannot see the full picture. This trust becomes your foundation. It allows you to move forward with peace, even when answers are not immediate. It reminds you that God has already brought you through situations that once felt impossible. That same faithfulness continues in your life today. The people who are watching may begin to see that your strength is not temporary. It is not something that fades with time. It is consistent. It remains steady through different situations. This consistency speaks louder than words. It shows that your faith is real, that your connection with God is genuine. There is also a sense of quiet confidence that begins to grow within you. It is not based on pride or self-importance. It is rooted in your understanding of who you are in God's eyes. You know that you are loved. You know that you are guided. You know that you are not alone. This confidence allows you to walk forward without fear of what others think. As you continue in this journey, there is a gentle reminder to remain humble and grateful. The strength you carry is a gift. The peace you feel is a blessing. The clarity you have is the result of God's work in your life. Keeping your heart focused on Him ensures that you continue to grow in the right direction. There is beauty in the way your life is unfolding. It is not rushed. It is not forced. It is guided by the steady hand of God. Each step you take is part of a greater plan. Each moment holds meaning, even if it is not always clear at first. The silent watchers may continue to observe, but your focus does not need to be on them. Your focus remains on your relationship with God. That is where your strength comes from. That is where your peace is found. That is what sustains you through every season. A newly revealed 7-second brainwave method, backed by neuroscience and once hidden in classified documents, is helping thousands activate their brain's wealth setting. People refer to it as the money magnet sound because of how quickly it appears to attract abundance. Click the link in the description and comments below to awaken the prosperity already within you. You have done something that once felt beyond your ability. You have walked through difficulty and come out stronger. You have allowed God to shape your heart and guide your path. This is not the end of your growth. It is the continuation of a journey that will keep unfolding in beautiful and unexpected ways. The presence of Jesus in your life has become more than just belief. It has become something you feel deeply, something that moves with you through each day. It shows in the way you think, in the way you speak, and in the way you respond to the world around you. There is a calm assurance that now lives within you. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and constant. Type Amen if you believe. There is something sacred about the way God lifts a soul that once felt weighed down. He does not rush the process. He takes his time, healing each part of your heart with patience. The wounds that once felt open and painful have been gently restored. The fears that once controlled your thoughts have been replaced with trust. This is the quiet miracle of transformation. Those who are watching you may not know the full story, but they can sense that something real has taken place. They see a version of you that carries peace instead of worry. They see strength where there was once struggle. They see a light that does not fade easily. This light is not your own. It is the reflection of God's love within you. As you move forward, there is a deeper sense of purpose that begins to guide you. It is not something you chase. It is something that unfolds naturally as you stay connected to God. Your steps begin to align with His direction. Your decisions become clearer. Your path, though not always fully visible, feels guided. Type 1111 if you trust in God. There is also a quiet shift happening in the way you see yourself. You no longer define yourself by your past or by the struggles you faced. You begin to see yourself through the eyes of God. You see the value He placed within you. You understand that you are loved, not because of what you have done, but because of who you are in Him. This understanding brings a sense of freedom. It releases you from the need to seek approval from others. It allows you to walk with confidence, not in your own strength, but in the knowledge that God is with you. This confidence is gentle. It does not demand attention. It simply exists as a quiet truth within you. There will still be moments when memories of the past try to return. There may be times when old fears attempt to rise again. But you are no longer the same person who once felt overwhelmed by those things. You have grown. You have been strengthened. You have learned to trust God in a deeper way. When those moments come, you respond differently now. You do not allow fear to take control. You turn your heart toward God. You rest in His presence. You remind yourself of everything He has already brought you through. This is how your faith continues to grow. The people who are silently watching may begin to see that your peace is not temporary. It does not depend on perfect circumstances. It remains steady even when life brings challenges. This steadiness becomes a quiet testimony. It shows that your faith is not just words. It is something real, something that holds you even in uncertain times. There is also a growing sense of compassion within you. You begin to understand others in a deeper way. You recognize the struggles that are not always visible. You respond with kindness instead of judgment. This compassion is another reflection of God's work in your life. Your journey has given you a unique perspective. It has taught you the value of patience. It has shown you the importance of faith. It has revealed the power of God's love in a way that cannot be explained through words alone.